Nigerian businesses have adjusted to remain relevant in the economy despite the challenging operating environment. Petrol subsidy removal, exchange rate unification, and high inflation rates, among others, appear to have eaten up most Nigerians' purchasing power. In July, Africa's most populous nation's annual inflation rate increased for a sixth month to 24.08%, the highest since September 2005. For a nation said to have 71 million people living in extreme poverty, running a business may be a tough task for entrepreneurs. These businesses have had to make adjustments to remain in operation and reduce running costs.
We knew the subsidy is going to have an effect on the FX, which is the dollar. We know it's going to have effects on the cost of living, the demands, and all the variables. So we've been able to capture all these variables and project how to mitigate it. We had to come with a measure by ensuring that our staffs rotate the coming. So we have a work from home plan to ensure that let this set of people come today, you don't come tomorrow, so that the burden of the costs will be reduced on them. And as well, we ensure that our qualities are standard in that level. We notice that the rate at which we have lights in the night is even more than that of the morning. So that's why I said there's a shift between the factory. So we say, okay, you come in the night. So in that way, we'll be able to know that maybe the percentage at which we're going to hunt gen would be reduced, kind of.
We had to go back to our drawing tables to actually work on our logistics, the days and times when we go to deliver most of these our products to our clients. So if we're doing maybe 5 days a week, we had to cut it to, let's say, 3. So we had days where today we're probably focusing on this part and that part. So we had to speak with our clients to let them understand these are the issues that we're facing. And then we also worked on our working days. Make sure that we don't go overboard. So we work directly with farmers, because if you go to the open market, it's going to be so we're trying to empower farmers too. So, we still try to work with farmers and, let them understand it's a frequent thing. These are our people.
Look at areas where we can cut costs, because when it comes to manufacturing, the field that I am in, no matter what it is, everything has to be passed to the end user, and the end user has a choice of buying elsewhere if your product is too expensive. Yes, we've tried to cut costs. Some of our marketers too, they do their marketing on phone. We've reduced it to 3 times a week. We try to make sure we run generator when we have because we have about 3 generating plants. So when we have a very huge production to make, we use the biggest one, and when we have the lower production, we use the smaller gen.
Because we don't want to chase our customers away, we've decided to bear the heat a little bit. Some other supermarkets would want to let's all pursue profit making and everything. But because we know we are humans too, we've decided to reduce our profit rate a bit so it becomes convenient for people. Now, I think you would be looking at me as if, why did I say reduce the profit rate a bit? Now, if you reduce the profit rate, you tend to sell more, you understand? Rather than having a huge profit margin and having your items left in the supermarket without anybody purchasing it. So I think that's what we've done over the months. We've reduced. Now, before, if our profit margin was 100%, we decided to reduce it to 50% so that we can, because we know what people are feeling, we're also feeling it.
For them, the government needs to support businesses by enacting and implementing policies that will enable businesses to remain in business.